Always on when it never is? Well, these are the questions that multi-award winning comedian Rob van Vuuren asks in his new stand-up comedy show titled Life, running at the Baxter Golden Arrow Studio until the 28th of May 2016. Well, Life is directed by award-winning director Tara Notcutt and follows on from the critically acclaimed smash hit WhatWhat. Now, the multi-award-winning comedian Van Vuuren joins us from our Seapoint Studios to tell us more about Life. Rob, good morning. Welcome to Morning Live.
Good morning, Levo. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. My biggest question is how I got myself here on time.
Yeah.
This is so early for a comedian, I got to be honest.
You were up early last night. Now you're up this morning.
Exactly, yeah.
Talk to us about Life. How did this come about?
I think the kind of starting inspirational point was I was at a corporate event and there was a motivational speaker on. And it was one of those motivational speakers that we've got so many of in this country that's really done a whole lot with their life. It makes you feel like you've done nothing. They're the kind of guy that paddles to Madagascar and back in a boat made out of wet wipes with just like a tea strainer for an oar. And I was just like, I can't relate to this. My struggle in life is just like, getting to work in the morning, getting my kid to school, paying my bond. And I think that in combination with the fact that with social media, we also used to kind of presenting this perfect idea of what our life is. I really wanted to get real and instead of being a motivational speaker, I was more interested in focusing on being a demotivational speaker.
What have you found though? What are the answers to that? Why do people always want to portray their perfect lives on social media?
I think it's natural. People don't want to present themselves as vulnerable. They want to create an impression that everything's perfect. But the reality is, it's not. We're all struggling with basic aspects of life. So I've had a lot of fun being quite cynical about it and kind of taking the demotivational route. And what I've found is that people are really responding to it. I think they love the fact that I'm being honest, and they're allowed the opportunity to go, yeah, life isn't an inspirational quote emblazoned across a sunsetted sky on Instagram. It's just a little bit more intangible, So I think people are really responding to that.
How did you get Tara into this whole mess of yours?
Tara and I have worked together for years now. We've got a great mutual respect. We love each other's work, and we just kind of have a nice, easy relationship, especially as far as my stand-up comedy work is concerned. We just, we get on, we love each other, we have fun. It's really easy.
What is it about her work though that attracted you to her? I mean, she's an award-winning director. I think that it was just we've worked together in the past, specifically in theatre, and we've collaborated as writers as well as theatre makers. So we know each other really, really well. We're kind of in tune. We understand each other. We get each other's sense of humour. And when you're working in stand-up comedy with a director, I think more than anything else, you need to be able to trust that person. You need to trust that they are going to guide you in the right way, and you need to trust their sense of humor and their sense of what's going to work and what isn't. And we have that with each other. So it was a really easy choice and a very easy working relationship. Mm-hmm. So you kicked off earlier this month. What has been the best compliment? What are the highlights so far?
Sure. It's been every show has been a highlight, and I'm really enjoying kind of settling into the material and finding the right kind of nuances in all of it. I had a lot of fun the night before last. There was an elderly gentleman in, and I do a bit about emojis, and about half an hour after the bit about emojis, after a particularly kind of awkward comedic moment, he just couldn't help himself, and he was like, so what is an emoji? And I just stop the show and explain to him for 5 minutes what it was. And of course, there was a lot of comedy that just came out of that moment. But every night's
fresh and new, and I love interacting with the audience and kind of letting them guide the intimacy of the comedy and the kind of spontaneity of it. So every night's a highlight for me.
All right, so before I let you go, give us details, times, ticket details, all those details.
Okay, what is it? I'm on until the 28th of May.
Yeah.
So I've got, after tonight, there's 2 more weeks. I'm at the Golden Arrow Studio at Baxter Theatre. Tickets are at CompuTicket. The show is at 8:15, and there is an age restriction. I think you've got to be old enough to understand how difficult life can really be.
Yeah, and old enough to understand the difficulty of Wi-Fi. You know, getting the school, the kids on time. School. Rob, thank you so much. Good luck until the 28th. Multi-award winning comedian Rob van Vuuren speaking to us about his new stand-up comedy show titled Life, directed by Tara Notcutt, and runs at the Baxter Golden Arrow Studio until the 28th of May 2016. All right, let's pay a few bills. We'll give you sports after this, including news about Siabelo Sinatla. We'll see you after this.